What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and today I'm in Guttenberg, New Jersey, which in 2020 it was incorporated as the most densely populated municipality in the United States. The township is less than a square mile, not even half of a square mile, but it has roughly like over 12,000 people living around here. And behind me is the Galaxy Towers, which just shapes the skyline of this town, and like 1/5 of the population of this town lives, and those towers are right behind me. But you know, I'm gonna walk around the town. It's only like 4 blocks wide and then a couple of blocks more ahead. So it's not really a big of a town, but I'm gonna see what it looks like. And I'm gonna show you guys. So without further ado, join me. Just for your information, I biked 6 miles from where I live all the way down here. So I got my bike with me. So I'm probably gonna walk with the bike and vlog, or maybe I'll bike when I'm not in the hills to show you what's going on over here. So let's see what the township has to offer. So like I said before, I think this buildings over here, they play like a major key role in the highly densely populated township. Then they got like a strip mall over here. But now we're just gonna walk to the other side. There's buildings over here. You see those buildings, and then right behind that building is another township called North Bergen. So it stretches 71st Street, and then the other block is another township. And then one thing that makes this town pretty famous is that we have an amazing view of New York City. But I'm gonna leave that for the last. I'm gonna go down the hill and show you like a part that's happening underneath me so you guys can see what's going on. Here's a couple of restaurant joints, La Rumba Cubana. This is like a Cuban joint right there. And then you can see the Upper West Side, and then there's like all the way down here. This is part of the Palisades. This is Palisades that goes all over Hudson County and part of Bergen County. You can see the shape of the buildings over here. So yeah, even from a distance, you can spot when you're in the township of Guttenberg. But yeah, we're gonna make it deep in some of the other regular streets here to see what can we find. So it stretches from 68th Street to 71st Street, and then it goes all the way Bergenline Avenue, which Bergenline passes by North Bergen, Union City, and West New York. So here you see the amazing view. There are more apartment complex, so I'm gonna make it over here. There's a hill. Then ahead of me is a light, and there's like a street that will take you right below the buildings, the towers, Galaxy Towers, and there should be an amazing view, but we're gonna focus on some of the regular streets to see what's going on. This over here is 71st Street. You can see it's a regular street with apartment complex. And then I'm pretty sure like over there, that should be North Bergen, which is another township. So it proves you how small it is, but now I'm gonna make it up the hill. And it's probably just gonna be like residential area, probably mostly houses, nothing special, but I wanna see what the most densely populated town in the States looks like. Then over here, once you get off East Boulevard, it turns pretty quiet and residential. I don't know, maybe in the summertime you'll see a lot of people hanging out here, you know, to be a densely populated township, but at the same time you see like a lot of apartments, a lot of houses combined next to each other. So that might explain, you know, in such a small space, you got so many apartments and so many people piled up living together. But even if it's densely, the town is pretty organized, it's pretty nice, pretty clean, impeccable. And this over here is one of the little main streets around here, Park Avenue. This goes to other areas of Hudson County, such as Union City and West New York, combined all together. But I'm gonna make it to 70th Street and go all the way to the end. And I gotta say, in terms of security, the town is pretty safe over here, you know. Most of this area over here in Hudson County is super safe, you know, people look out for each other. So a lot of people from New York, they try to move over here because it's a little bit more affordable than the city, and you could get like more space for the price. Then this over here is 70th Street. And as you can see, it's mostly apartment complex. And one thing you gotta know about the streets is that they're super tight, and there are a lot of hills around this road. You can see they're doing construction over here. So I don't think you really need a car over here because you got a couple of buses and vans that will take you to other areas. So, but yeah, this is what you get ahead of me. Then you got speed bumps, so that way. People don't be driving pretty fast. As you can know, the streets are super tight. And they got like new apartment buildings here combined with the old buildings. So this happens all over North Jersey and of course New York City. And it just keeps on going. Over here it says available for rent. So they got a lot of apartment complexes are for rent. And these towns are like tiny, but they're pretty long. So mostly what you see is like old buildings, but I think in the corner I see a new building that's popping up. Then like I said, the streets are pretty clean, they're pretty developed, they're pretty cool. So And this is a nice new building that they have over here. I gotta tell you, even in this small town, you don't need a gym. All you do is cardio, walking or biking around, going up the hills, going down the hills. So I'll tell you, this metro area, massive New York City, Hudson County, it's just crazy in terms of walking distance from everything. So also another thing about this town is it's mostly Latino, combined with North Bergen, Union City, and West New York. So pretty helpful if you speak Spanish, But you see a little bit of everything, but like I say, it's mostly concentrated Hispanic community. So I think this area is mostly like the Latin America of Jersey. Over here, I'm gonna walk this over here. I'm finding one of the busiest streets, probably in Jersey and Hudson County area, which is Bergenline. That stretches all the way from North Bergen all the way to Union City. You'll see a lot of restaurants, a lot of stores, a lot of things happening around. So I wanna see the 4 blocks that happens here in Guttenberg. This is Bergenline right here. And pretty quiet today, maybe because I came a little early. It's only like 1 o'clock. But maybe when the kids get off of school, you'll see it busy. But even over here, you see tons of restaurants, convenience stores, even they have a parking here. So it's easy for you to park around. I'll show you what's going on. 360 view. And you can walk the entire length of Bergenline Avenue all the way to Union City. So one day, maybe I'll just make a full video just for this massive avenue. And I've been here in the summertime and it gets like super jam-packed, but yeah. 360 view of the Bergenline Avenue right by Guttenberg. So you can see not much happening, just a small town vibe. Pretty cool. Then ahead I see the hill going down, so yeah. And then over there is 68th Street, and then if I go to 67, that's already West New York, so it proves you how tiny this town is, but it's pretty interesting to explore around, see what's going on. By the way, another interesting thing that I forgot to tell you, by the time I was gonna film it, it disappeared, but over here runs a lot of vans, not just bus, like the vans were actually just one over here that I could show you guys. That van that you see over there, usually vans like that, they serve this cities over here, and you can take it, I forgot how much, it's not really expensive, then they could just get you around all these towns and all this avenue, because it's a little bit long walking around, but yeah. I'll show you this is the Bergenline Avenue van. I've never taken it, but maybe one day I'll take it. And it's like a private line that operates around here, around Hudson County. And it'll take you to my neighborhood in Jersey City too, so it's pretty cool. And then now it's getting busy and the sun is kind of hitting like the street. Because like I say, the bad thing about fall and winter is that it gets dark pretty early now. But the good thing, you don't see it like too busy. So now I'm just gonna make it a 68th Street. And I'm gonna walk all the way to JFK Boulevard, which is a boulevard that takes you all the way at the end of Hudson County and Jersey City. So once I get to JFK Boulevard, you're gonna see the other side, and that other side is North Bergen, so it's literally like another town. So over here you see a 68th Street, and then within another light down, that's another township, West New York, which I made a video there, I feel like 2 years ago, and it did pretty well, so I might return back and make another video. Not much going on over here, super residential. Over here you can see like a new development, a building going on over here, which is pretty cool. Then like I said, the streets are super tight. So over here, you're gonna put really your driving skills to test to see how good you are, That's a little tiny street right there. Good thing I bought my bike. Because, the town looks really small, but it's a little bit of a long distance walking from East Boulevard all the way to JFK Boulevard. The JFK Boulevard is 1 block ahead of me, so I'll keep an eye on it. Then another residential street right here. And then you can see it gets busy once you hit JFK Boulevard, because it's like a main road that serves this community. Then now I made it to JFK Boulevard, and to the other side of the street where you see those buildings, that's North Bergen, that's another township. And right here, I'm standing in Guttenberg. So I'm gonna make it back to 71st Street and start heading all the way down to East Boulevard and probably go down the hill where Galaxy Towers is and see what type of view I can get there. Like I say, not really a big of a town, so probably not gonna be a long video for me to cover. But look, across the street they got Dunkin' Donuts, they got the Dairy Queen. So they got a couple of cool spots. Then over here it seems like they might build something. But yeah, now you have an idea, according to 2020, what does the most densely populated township in the States looks like. I'm making it back to 70th Street, and I'm gonna make it deep down to East Boulevard. You see not much going on, but I'm glad I came back to Guttenberg to cover the neighborhood. I always wanted to come here and see what this town looks like, you know, because it doesn't really get much of footage and stuff. So, but now I'm just gonna bike it all the way deep down to see what else is going on down here. So we're probably gonna get the grand finale and get some amazing views right down by East Boulevard. But here you can see new developments going on. So despite the old buildings, they're trying to develop the city too. Probably has like its own parking, who knows. And the streets are tiny, so I'm just biking around the sidewalk. Little by little, you know, no rush. Gonna do our best to get some good footage of this town. Right here you see more what's going on. It's like they got a couple of houses all together. So I'm gonna assume most of the people that are working right now or in school, but yeah. Lots of families live around here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you know, if you go around here, you kind of feel like if you're in New York City, but I mean, it makes sense because we're literally like right across the river. But if I show you this town without telling you where I'm at, you're probably gonna believe it's New York. But this is New Jersey. And New Jersey has some pretty interesting places to visit too, so. Like I say, Guttenberg is served by the bus. The closest thing you're gonna get is a light rail by Port Imperial and Weehawken. And here got like another new building happening around here that is pretty cool. This is actually where I came biking before. Look at this, it's like they're demolishing a house over here to build a new apartment complex or something. Look at this. It's like if an earthquake hit, but it's pretty interesting. That's cool. Not sure if you can see it because of the sunlight. And then ahead of me at the end, you see the Galaxy Towers, the icon of this township here, Guttenberg. And of course, like I say, they got the speed bump so people don't go pretty fast. It's a nice looking building right here. And they got the lights. And this is literally like in bike, it's 6 miles from where I live, so it's not far. It's better if you have a car or a bike like me and then you just bike around and do a good workout. I am going again. More apartment, there's a cat over there. What's up, cat? And you see the iconic Galaxy Towers. A lot of people, I think, even in New York City, they're familiar with these towers. I'm pretty sure that inside, if you go and you live there, it must have some pretty impressive views. And then they got like that mini shopping center in the first floor, so pretty interesting. So now I'm back again to where I started. And in comparison to my last video that I did covering the best views, wow, helicopter, the best views in New York City, I'm gonna go all the way down by the Galaxy Towers to see the view that's happening down there. There should be a park over there. See what's going on, apartment complex, Upper West Side. This is where I'm gonna attempt to go. I'm gonna attempt to go somehow all the way down there, make it to the park, show the views and wrap up the grand finale. So now I'm just gonna go down the Palisades, and I gotta say the hill is super steep down. So I'm trying to be careful carrying my bike. But it goes down here. I think it passes underneath the Galaxy Tower. So and then you see the stone structure over here. The good thing is that they have a sidewalk over here that you can walk by, you know, without having any type of accidents. But yep, I'll probably gonna catch you guys when I make it down there and show you guys what's happening and wrap up the video. You know, here you can see I'm passing underneath the Galaxy, and it's crazy how it goes all the way steep down. Like if you would be by JFK Boulevard, you would think those are like the main floor, but it's not really the main floor. So passing underneath, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some stunning views. So I made it down here. Those hills are pretty steep, and the bad news is that I gotta go up those hills again. So imagine when the weather is nasty and icy and slippery. But once you go down here, it's like if you literally just enter another world. It's like you got some apartment complex. The view of the city should be over that way, so I gotta figure how do I make it to the park. But I'm trying to find a safe spot for me to cross the road because I didn't feel safe crossing over those hills. So I'll show you guys in a bit. You guys can see where the heck did I came from. I came all the way from the other side of those hills. And then I want to show you guys something pretty interesting here. This is Guttenberg where I'm standing, but then over here you got a sign, and it's called North Bergen. So this is another township here. So North Bergen right here, and Guttenberg is right here, and this is the skyline of Guttenberg. So yeah, pretty interesting township. But now probably gonna enter this park and see what can I find and go around and then wrap up the video. Even with the sign there that says North Bergen, if you look at this park over here, it's owned by the township of Guttenberg. You can see Guttenberg, city of Hudson. Even the clock here says Guttenberg, so I guess, you know, Guttenberg owns this beautiful park right here that I'm gonna check out. And another cool thing with the right foot starting with this park is that they have a public restroom. Pretty nice and clean. I already used it, and they got the rules and regulations here, so, you know, pretty strict, you know, no loud music, none of that. But it's, you know, you can enjoy it, and it's pretty good because the park is pretty quiet now, so it's like I literally have the whole park to myself. Wow, I see people biking. I guess I can bike to the other side, so yeah. But yeah, let me see what's around here, you know, what type of views can I get? So this is what you get around here, a peaceful vibe. The Hudson River, there's a couple of ducks, one duck over here, another one over there. And then this is mostly the Upper West Side part of New York City. There's an airplane flying. And part of Midtown Manhattan, so this is a pretty nice park. And the Galaxy Towers of Guttenberg. So all I gotta say is, wow, I came down here and this is kind of like a hidden gem right here, because you get all this view. Midtown Manhattan with this, you can work on your Instagram skills. Look at all of this. And even downtown Jersey City, you can see it there in the background. So this is like apartment complexes that are private, and then they got this boardwalk or something, and it's pretty massive. I was looking at the map and it goes all the way to Hoboken, I think. So, but I'm not gonna bike it today, you know, it's just a long distance. But yeah, just to come down here, pretty worth it. So Guttenberg, I think the end of Guttenberg should be over there, but Guttenberg, pretty little, small, tiny town, densely populated, but it has some amazing views right here in New York City. Just look at this. Wow. And I could just go ahead, sit down here and relax the entire day and enjoy the beauty of the city right here. Super underrated park here, and without the crowds, you know. So I regret the other times filming the video or the best views in New York City. I regret not coming down here, but it was getting dark too, so that was kind of like against me. But hey, I discovered it today and it's just amazing. Like I said some of the best views in New York City are actually here in New Jersey. So be sure to venture around and discover. Well, that was the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Guttenberg, New Jersey. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.